Hey there friends, this is Caly. Welcome back for another STAMPtember exclusive video. Today's collaboration is with Reverse Confetti and we have these fun fa la la trees. This is a 6x8 stamp set with lots of patterns and designs, but I'm going to go for the more simple solid image so that we can stamp it and then add some interest with some pom-poms. I have that solid stamp now in my MISTI and I'm going to be stamping with 4 green shades. I have some Sprout, Fairway, Field, and Pine inks, and I'm going to stamp with the lightest ink to the darkest ink, and then we're going to create a gradient going from dark to light from the top of the tree to the bottom of the tree. So I stamped the solid most image, the full image in the Sprout color, which is the lightest color, and then I've stamped the second color 3/4 of a way down, and I'm using a finger dauber to soften up the edges of that ink. Now I'm using the Fairway ink and stamping just the top half of the tree, and then again using my finger dauber to lighten and soften that ink up so that it blends into the previous color well. And then finally we'll stamp with the Pine ink, which is the darkest ink, and I'm going to do just the top corner of the Christmas tree, and then again with my finger dauber just softening that ink so that it all blends well together. So we have this nice gradient tree, and then I'm going to use this other decorative tree. I'm going to pretend it's supposed to come down and be a tree trunk. I think on the stamp it was shown a little bit higher, but it's all up for interpretation, however you want to design your tree. I'm going to set that aside and we're going to work on the background. I have this piece of striped panel that I had created a long time ago, and this is what's left, so I'm going to be using it. And this is the strips die from Simon Says Stamp. Just wanted to show you if you've never seen it before. They are super handy to have, and this is how I stored them. A year and a half ago I did a 5 ways in 5 days video for Simon Says Stamp, and I shared how to use and store these dies. So I have a bunch of pre-cut cardstock in sleeves, and I store everything in a mesh bag. It's easy to take to go with you if you want to create backgrounds in the car or wherever you are. Anyway, I am done creating my background. Obviously there's not much to it. I have a cream colored panel and then my striped panel that I created a while ago. I fussy cut my tree. There are dies with this stamp set, so be sure to grab that if you're interested in it and if dies are important to you. I went ahead and fussy cut that, and I'm going to attach the striped panel to the cream panel, and then I'll chop it all off in my trimmer to get it nice and trimmed off, and it's going to be a 1/4 inch mat around a card base later on. So now the fun part is going to start. I have a bag of pom-poms here that I love using when I can think of it. So I've pulled out a bunch, and I'm just going to be using red, orange, yellow, and 2 dark greens, or 2 of the shades of greens. I wanted the colors to coordinate with the backgrounds on the striped panel that I have on my card. So I have a needle, and I've threaded my needle with some gold thread, and I'm just going to thread some pom-poms onto this gold thread so that we can create a garland for our tree. I repeated this Christmas or holiday rainbow 3 times and then decided to stop there because I could always add more if I need more later, which I do need more. Later on, I'll add a few more. But I have my pretty garland here and it's so much fun. So we're going to take our stamped Christmas tree and we're going to tape the one end to the top of the Christmas tree, and I'll flip it over and I'll push the pom-poms down so that I can create a garland going across the tree in a zigzag manner. So I strung the first top portion, and then I'm going to tape the back exactly where I want it to go, and then I'll pull it over and then string the garland over the other direction, and then I'll add as much pom-poms as I can and evenly so it can coordinate with the spacing of the first piece of garland up there, and then I'll repeat this process all the way down the tree until I'm done. Now, as I mentioned, I did not put enough pom-poms on my garland to start with, so I'm going to thread over a few more. I think it was 1 additional holiday rainbow and 2 extra pom-poms or 3 extra pom-poms or something like that. So when I finish, I'm going to go ahead and adhere the last bit of thread onto the back of my Christmas tree and then trim off the excess. And then our tree is done. This was so easy, you guys. Usually when I'm taping a video, it's like 2-3 hours long. And then I have to edit and condense and cut out all of the stuff that I don't want in the video. But this video was only 32 minutes. So you can see this went super fast. Well, that's also because I already had my stripped panel done. So if you already have some stuff on hand, you can create a really quick card. All right, and then last but not least, I embossed a sentiment and slapped it on there with some foam adhesive. And there we have a colorful, fun pom-pom wrapped tree. And I hope you enjoyed this project. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this stamp set. Be sure to grab your exclusive set before it sells out because it will sell out fast, I assume. If you're interested in any of the supplies that I use, be sure to check out the links below as well as on my coordinating blog post for all of the information, including the colors of the cardstocks that are on my striped panel. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye, everyone.